Money, power, and luxury, even behind bars. What if I told you that some of the world's richest criminals aren't really doing time like the rest of us? Get ready, because today, we've got our hands on 20 leaked videos that'll blow your mind. Ever wondered how billionaires live in prison? Well, these secret clips show everything from underground casinos to private chefs, and even a $2 million cell that looks more like a penthouse suite. But that's just the beginning. Wait until you see video number 1, where a hidden camera caught something so shocking, it forced 3 prison wardens to quit overnight. This isn't just another prison story. This is the scandal that's got the whole world talking. #20. The Golden Gates. Ever seen those massive iron gates at regular prisons? Well, forget everything you know. Our first leaked video shows something straight out of a luxury resort, the entrance to what they call the club-fed elite. We're talking about a facility hidden in the mountains of Colorado, where golden gates and manicured gardens welcome the world's wealthiest inmates. But here's the crazy part. The security cameras caught something the public was never meant to see. These billionaires don't just walk in. They arrive in private helicopters and luxury cars with tinted windows. According to former staff members, just the entrance gate cost more than $1.5 million, with fingerprint scanners and facial recognition that would make Fort Knox jealous. #19. The $2 million cell. Remember the tiny cells you see in movies? Not here. This leaked footage shows what insiders call the presidential suite, a 2,000 square foot cell that'll make your apartment look like a closet. We're talking Italian marble floors, a private bathroom with a jacuzzi, and get this, a personal workspace with 3 computer monitors. One former inmate, who paid $2 million just to upgrade his cell, spilled the tea. These rooms come with memory foam mattresses, climate control, and even mood lighting. The craziest part? Some inmates actually complained these cells were too small compared to their mansions outside. #18. The Underground Network. Now, this is where things get really wild. A maintenance worker accidentally discovered a hidden network of tunnels underneath the prison, but not for escaping. These tunnels hide something even more valuable, a high-speed internet infrastructure that would make Silicon Valley drool. We're talking about secret servers, encrypted communication systems, and, you won't believe this, private cell phone networks. According to an anonymous guard, some billionaire inmates were still running their companies from behind bars, making millions while serving time. One guy supposedly closed a $50 million deal from what was supposed to be solitary confinement. #17. The Private Chef Scandal. When this video leaked, it left the whole internet speechless. Imagine serving prison time with your own Michelin star chef. That's exactly what went down at Club Fed Elite. The footage shows Chef Pierre, who used to cook for the royal family, preparing Wagyu beef and lobster in a kitchen that looks like it belongs in a 5-star hotel. But here's where it gets insane. One inmate spent $300,000 a month just on food. The leak revealed a secret menu where prisoners could order anything from caviar to handmade sushi. And get this, while regular inmates eat on plastic trays, these guys were dining on fine china with real silver cutlery. Former kitchen staff revealed they had to sign NDAs just to work there, and one chef got fired for posting a single photo on Instagram. #16. The Medical Wing. You won't believe what the cameras caught in what they call the Wellness Center. This isn't your average prison infirmary. We're talking about a full-blown luxury medical spa. The leaked footage shows private doctors on 24/7 call, massage therapists, and even plastic surgeons making regular visits. One billionaire inmate reportedly spent $500,000 on emergency Botox treatments. But the craziest part? They've got a hyperbaric oxygen chamber, the same thing LeBron James uses for recovery, right there in prison. According to an anonymous nurse, some inmates would fake medical emergencies just to spend time in the spa wing. And let's not forget the private dentist, who installed diamond-encrusted grills for inmates, because apparently, you gotta keep that million-dollar smile even behind bars. #15. The Business Center. Hold on to your seats, because this leak exposed the heart of the billionaire prison operation. Picture this, a trading floor that looks like Wall Street, complete with multiple screens, Bloomberg terminals, and real-time market data. These inmates weren't just doing time, they were making millions. The footage shows one prisoner closing a $100 million deal over video conference, wearing his orange jumpsuit with a Rolex peeking out from under the sleeve. According to a former IT worker, they had faster internet than most tech companies. The wildest part? Some inmates actually made more money inside than they did when they were free. One guy reportedly turned his $5 billion fortune into $8 billion, all while supposedly serving a sentence for financial fraud. Talk about not learning your lesson. #14. The Visitors Lounge. Ready for this one? Regular prisons have those cold visiting rooms with plastic chairs, right? Well, these leaked security tapes show something totally different. We're talking about private suites that look like luxury hotel rooms. One inmate's wife accidentally posted on TikTok showing the family room, leather couches, a fully stocked kitchen, and get this, a playroom for the kids with PlayStation 5S and the latest Xbox. But here's the shocking part. According to a former guard, some visitors stayed for weeks in these suites. There's even footage of one billionaire throwing his daughter's Sweet 16 party inside. The most expensive suite, nicknamed the Palace, costs $50,000 per day, and there's a 6-month waiting list to book it. #13. The Exercise Complex. Forget those rusty prison yard weights. This footage will make your jaw drop. The leaked video shows what they call the Wellness Palace, and it makes Equinox look like a high school gym. We're talking about personal trainers who used to work with celebrities like The Rock and Mark Wahlberg, Olympic-sized pools with underwater speakers, and yoga studios with ocean views. One inmate spent $1.2 million just on his personal gym equipment. But check this out. They even have a golf simulator room where prisoners practice their swing between meetings. The craziest part? An ex-trainer spilled that some billionaires actually got in better shape inside than they were before prison. One guy even filmed a workout routine that went viral on YouTube before the video got mysteriously deleted. #12. The Entertainment Suite. This leak caused such an uproar, 3 prison officials had to resign. Imagine a movie theater bigger than your local cinema, a concert hall with perfect acoustics, and a game room that would make Vegas jealous. The footage shows one inmate celebrating his birthday with a private performance by a famous rapper. We can't say who, but trust me, you know them. According to an entertainment coordinator who quit last year, these guys had access to movies before they even hit theaters. But wait until you hear this. They found a hidden room behind the theater where inmates would host private poker tournaments with stakes higher than Monte Carlo. One prisoner reportedly lost $10 million in a single game. And those lucky enough to get invited to their weekly movie premieres say they serve champagne and caviar instead of popcorn. #11. The Education Center. If knowledge is power, these guys are running an empire from behind bars. The leaked security footage shows an education wing that makes Harvard look like a community college. Here's the wild part. These inmates aren't just taking classes, they're getting actual PhDs while serving time. The video shows one billionaire defending his dissertation via video call from what looks like an Ivy League professor's office, but it's all inside the prison. According to a former tutor who got paid $5,000 per hour, some prisoners were completing multiple degrees at once. But check this out. One inmate actually started his own online university from inside, charging other wealthy prisoners $250,000 per semester. They even had hologram technology to bring in guest speakers, and rumor has it, Elon Musk once gave a virtual lecture about cryptocurrency trading. #10. The Escape Attempt. Now this video nearly broke the internet. Remember that mysterious helicopter that made headlines last year? Well, now we know where it was heading. The footage shows a custom-painted black helicopter hovering over the prison's golf course at 3 a.m. But here's the twist. It wasn't trying to break someone out. It was trying to smuggle in something much bigger. According to an anonymous guard, the chopper was carrying a $5 million party setup for a prisoner's wedding anniversary. When the feds started investigating, they discovered a network of underground tunnels that weren't for escaping. They were for bringing in luxury items. The craziest part? The prison officials tried to say it was just a routine maintenance helicopter. Yeah, right, because all maintenance choppers come with champagne and caviar. #9. The Guard Relationships. This leak hit different because it exposed the whole system. We're talking about guards making more money than bank CEOs. The footage shows one guard getting handed a Rolex watch worth $150,000 just for bringing in a special breakfast order. But that's nothing. According to a former guard who went public, some officers were making millions in crypto payments just to look the other way. The video caught one guard driving to work in a Lamborghini. But here's where it gets wild. Some guards actually quit their jobs to become personal assistants for the inmates, making $500,000 a year plus benefits. One guard even married a billionaire prisoner's daughter and suddenly retired at age 30. Coincidence? I think not. #8. The hidden casino. You won't believe what the security cameras caught in the prison's basement. Think Ocean's 11 meets Shawshank Redemption. This hidden casino makes Las Vegas look like a kid's arcade. The footage shows a massive underground room with gold-plated slot machines, professional poker tables, and get this, a roulette wheel that used to belong to a Saudi prince. According to a former dealer who worked there, some nights saw bets reaching $50 million. But here's the insane part. They weren't gambling with regular chips. These guys were trading stocks and crypto right from the casino floor. One inmate supposedly lost control of his entire company in a single poker game. When investigators started asking questions, the prison claimed it was just a recreational therapy room. Yeah, because every therapy room needs a private vault and professional card dealers in tuxedos. #7. The secret parties. This footage is so wild, even TMZ couldn't get their hands on it. We're talking about parties that make the Great Gatsby look like a backyard barbecue. The video shows one celebration where they transformed the entire prison yard into a Monte Carlo style club. Private jets were landing every hour bringing in celebrities. We can't name names, but trust me, A-list only. According to a former event planner, one New Year's Eve party cost $15 million just for the decorations. But here's the kicker. They found footage of guards joining in, drinking champagne that costs more than their yearly salary. One party got so out of hand, they had to pay off 3 different news stations to keep it quiet. And get this, they even had a famous DJ playing sets from what was supposed to be the prison chapel. #6. The political connections. Now we're getting into the really heavy stuff. This leaked footage shows why these billionaires get away with everything. The security cameras caught late-night visits from people who look suspiciously like top government officials. We're talking about private meetings in luxury suites, secret handshakes, and briefcases changing hands. One video shows a state senator, whose name rhymes with money, spending 6 hours in what they call the executive conference room. According to a former prison administrator, these weren't just casual visits. These were million-dollar deals being made behind bars. But the craziest part? Every time an investigation started, it mysteriously disappeared. One brave investigator who tried to expose it all suddenly got a new beach house in the Bahamas. Coincidence? You tell me. #5. The drug scandal. This next leaked video shook the whole prison system. Forget what you know about contraband. These billionaires have their own pharmacy. The footage shows a medical wing that looks more like a designer drug lab, complete with private doctors writing prescriptions for literally anything. But here's the bombshell. According to a former prison pharmacist, they weren't just getting regular meds. We're talking about experimental treatments worth millions, designer supplements, and stuff that's not even legal in the US yet. One inmate spent $2 million a month on wellness injections. The security footage caught staff wheeling in mysterious packages at 3 a.m. marked as vitamin supplements. When the DEA tried to investigate, suddenly their whole evidence folder disappeared. The craziest part? They found a direct shipping route from a Swiss pharmaceutical company straight to the prison's private helipad. #4. The financial center. Now we're getting to the real money moves. This leaked footage finally shows how billionaires keep getting richer in prison. Picture a trading floor bigger than Goldman Sachs, hidden 3 floors underground. The video shows inmates in designer jumpsuits making billion-dollar trades on encrypted computers. According to a former IT guy who recently retired to his own private island, these guys had access to market data 5 minutes before Wall Street. But wait, it gets better. They uncovered a secret server room where prisoners were allegedly manipulating crypto markets from their cells. One inmate supposedly made $3 billion in a single day, trading something called prison coin. When the SEC started asking questions, suddenly everyone's hard drives accidentally got wiped. #3. The witness tampering. This video is so explosive, 3 countries tried to ban it. The security cameras caught what they called legal meetings, but trust me, there was nothing legal about this. The footage shows a hidden conference room where inmates met with witnesses before major trials. According to a former security guard who's now missing, these weren't just regular meetings. We're talking about witnesses suddenly changing their stories after receiving mysterious offshore bank transfers. The video shows one witness arriving in a beat-up Toyota and leaving in a brand new Bentley. But here's the wild part. They found a whole room full of shredded documents. And get this, some of the paper shreds were made of actual gold. When investigators started connecting the dots, suddenly everyone involved got urgent calls about inheriting money from unknown relatives in Switzerland. #2. The prison management. This video right here? It changed everything we thought we knew about the system. The leaked security footage shows the prison's management suite, but it looks more like the CIA's war room. We're talking about walls of monitors tracking not just prisoners, but judges, politicians, and business leaders across the globe. According to a former warden, who mysteriously now owns a private island in the Pacific, the prison wasn't just holding billionaires, it was their command center. The footage caught weekly management meetings, where inmates were making calls to world leaders and CEOs. But check this out. They found a hidden room filled with hard drives containing what they call insurance files. Every time someone tried to expose the truth, a little piece of those files would accidentally leak to the press. Even crazier? The prison's budget showed $500 million for administrative supplies. Since when does paper and pens cost $500 million? #1. The government conspiracy. This is it, the video that shook the world's governments to their core. Everything we've seen so far? Just the tip of the iceberg. This final leaked footage shows something so massive, 3 prison wardens quit the same day it got out. Inside what they called the Global Operations Center, billionaire inmates weren't just serving time. They were running a shadow financial system. The video shows a massive wall of screens, with real-time connections to major banks, stock exchanges, and even government facilities worldwide. According to a whistleblower who's now in hiding, these guys weren't just rich prisoners. They were part of something called Operation Golden Gate. But here's where it gets absolutely insane. The footage caught a secret meeting with what looks like top government officials from 5 different countries. They weren't there to inspect the prison. They were there to get orders. One inmate was caught on camera saying, "We don't serve time here, we control it." The evidence suggests this wasn't just a luxury prison. It was the headquarters of a global financial conspiracy. When this video leaked, suddenly bank accounts started freezing worldwide. 3 major world leaders canceled all public appearances. And get this, the entire prison facility? It officially doesn't exist on any government record. The coordinates show up as an empty mountain on Google Earth. But we all know what's really going on up there, don't we?